In this video, I'm going to take you through the Swatch kit of Blurb, which is a website where you can print professionally looking photo books. Blurb is a website where you can print professionally looking photo books. I've used it for printing my practicum document, and I've ordered the Swatch kit from them to see the paper samples before printing. So I thought I might make a video of that to show more people what you can get from them and help you make your decisions. So in the Swatch kit, it comes with 3 types of paper, one for photo book, one for trade books, and one for magazines. And for the photo books, there are 5 different samples supplied, and for trade books, another 5. And if you want to print magazine, you have 2 choices. So let's start with the photo book papers. This is the standard with all the specs shown. I filmed this facing direct daylight, and I want to show you how the paper reacts to light and how the color comes through. This is a pretty standard paper. It will print color nicely. It's not very thick. So this standard paper is a really good choice if you don't want to spend too much money on printing, but still want it to look good. Premium Laster, this is a better paper, obviously thicker, and the color does come through better. When you flick the paper, you would tell it's a much stronger paper. This is called Premium Matte. It's the same thickness as Premium Laster. I wouldn't call it exactly matte because you can see it also reflects, but in a more matte manner. The reflection tends to be flatter and more spread out. And the paper has similar thickness. Pearline uncoated, although it's 148 as well, it is much thicker when you hold it in your hand. And as you can see, because it's very matte, it doesn't really reflect, it doesn't give that glossy look that the previous papers has. Because it's so uncoated, it's very strong. It's the thickest paper that comes in the package. Pearline Per Photo, this is what looks most like photos. So when you go out and develop a photo, this paper really gives that photo look texture. If you have a very photo heavy book to print, this might be your best choice. Although it's 190, when you hold it in hand, it's not as thick as Pearline uncoated. It's very similar to Premium Laster's feel, the heaviness wise. Now for the trade books. This is for printing books that's heavy on text and not heavy on photos. You can see it's 75 gram square meter. This is a very thin paper. It's the typical paper that you get out of a photocopying machine. So really a basic paper for printing. Now I want to compare this with economy. So you have standard and economy. Both are actually the same paperweight, but the economy does feel even thinner and light comes through at most. It doesn't show up perfectly on camera, but the economy one used less ink, so you get less contrasty black and white images, whereas the standard one actually has more ink used on that. Both are very thin and basic paper, so your cheapest choice for printing text heavy but not photo heavy books. Now they give you another choice, which is also economy. It's slightly thicker, but you can't really tell. The real difference is the color. It comes in cream color, so if you don't like very white paper, this might be a good choice. For the color trade books, you also have economy and standard. They are 105 grams square meters, so slightly thicker than the previous paper. This is a good quality paper for printing trade books. And standard is the same weight. Again, it's similar to the black and white. It's how the color comes through is different. When you have them side by side, it's very clear that the standard has a much more saturated color. And economy, much less color. Finally, we'll look at magazine. There are only two magazine paper samples. One is premium and one is economy again. The main difference is paper weight. As you can see, the colors also work very differently. The economy is really thin, and it's like the catalog that you get in supermarkets. It's expendable type of paper that you would just look at and throw away. So if you're printing cheap brochures and stuff like that, that's a good choice. I want to show you a finished product, which is my printed practicum document using Proline Uncoded. The document is about 113 pages in total and comes to just about 2 centimeters in thickness. Because Proline Uncoded is so sturdy, it's probably the thickest paper you can print with, so that gives you a reference frame. Although printing good quality photo books is expensive, Blurb does give out really high percentage discount code. And it usually comes 3 times a year, around April, August, and November. So if you really want to print something expensive, that would be the good time to watch out for those codes and then upload and print in large quantity or high quality.